Okay, we're back. I don't know why my internet connection's having as many problems as it's having, but it's definitely having some kinds of issue. uh, Not sure exactly what the story is there, but we're back with Zaxxon on the Atari 8-bit computers, and let's go ahead and get started with another play here. I have to say this game is very, very difficult, very challenging. I think the thing I find I'm having the most trouble with, we're going to get the manual out here, is the enemy fighters and just trying to figure out what altitude I'm supposed to be to shoot them. It's seemingly random almost, because you can be like at one altitude and then miss them and then they ram you. Let's check the manual and see if there's any other tricks here. Gameplay. Yes, EP is enemy planes left to destroy, which is 20. Altitude on the gauge on the left. During your flight through the space fortresses, your spacecraft's shadow will also help you judge its position on the screen. Yeah, sort of. You begin the game with one fighter, spacecraft in flight, and two in reserve. Your flight through the space fortress requires that you avoid crashing your spacecraft into radar towers and fuel tanks to avoid fire in the gun emplacements and base missiles. If you fire at and destroy these objects, you gain points in addition to points of fuel tanks, yada yada yada. If it runs out, you crash. Yep. Outer space. Following the first space fortress you enter, outer space, and encounter enemy planes, try to destroy them before they destroy you. Second fortress and Zaxxon robot encounter. The second fortress is similar to the first space fortress, but you encounter more walls and menacing force fields. You must fly through the openings between the force fields and the walls. Yeah, we did that. At the end of this fortress, you meet the Zaxxon's robot. Open targets for his missiles. You must get beyond your encounter with the robot. Okay. He has a missile launcher. All right. Well, no actual hints from the manual there. Although our suspicions about how the game works were true. So let's go ahead and start again. No! Ugh! I needed to pull it faster there. Oh, I ran into a missile. Boo! All right. Space Fortress. So, as much trouble as I'm having with this, imagine playing this when you were, 5 years old, and you're all excited to play a spaceship fighter game. And then, the game's hard enough when you're an adult trying to judge the isometric angles and stuff. I did it. Okay. Now, how do we get to these? How do we hurt these? I have no idea how to judge. I'm in the middle, I guess. Ooh. I felt like we kind of had something going there. Alright, second space fortress. Alright. Oh, we needed to be just in the second column there to get through there. Yep. Need to be in the third column. Second column. Nope, first column. Second column. Third column. Second column. Ooh, we're gonna fight the Zaxxon. Yes! Oh, man! He launched a missile and killed me. But we got to the robot. That's awesome. Alright, let's try this again. I feel like we made some progress here. I was looking online about Zaxxon, and there was a board game, and I remember there being a board game that was put out that had little pieces and everything. It looked pretty cool, to be honest. It's funny how they made board games for arcade games. They were so popular at the time. Oh, I'm actually hitting these planes. This is progress. Wow, we only have 4 left. Shocking. Okay, the real trick here is... No! Okay. Okay, there we go. Third. First. There's little sections on the altitude meter there. Second. Third. First. Second. Alright, and now we fight the robot. Oh. What am I supposed to do? Can I shoot the missiles? Oh man, you have to start all over again? Okay, thank goodness. Okay. Oh, yes! Congratulations! You get 1,000 points. Awesome. Well, we made progress. We figured out what to do. All right. I have to say, these graphics are fairly impressive for the Atari 8-bit. I mean, I know it's a sort of a trick of the eye that it's a 3D game, but man, it plays pretty well. It's a lot like the arcade. I bet I would have loved this on my Atari when I was a kid. Alright. Feel like... figure out where the right height was before I had... That's not it. I feel like it is in the first section, though. Yep. I think that is the place you want to be. Sure enough, I got killed there. So yeah, that first altitude. I'm stoked that we got to fight the Zaxxon robot. I never got that far in the arcade. Which doesn't even seem that hard necessarily to get to it, but it's so tricky having any idea about where you are. Dang it! Where is the right altitude? It's a mystery. Oh, come on. What is the right altitude? I think that particular sequence is the thing I dislike the most about this game, and that's what I felt about the arcade game too. I had no idea how to... Okay, there, here, how to judge. Where to shoot the enemy fighters. Okay. So I think we were right here. Yes. Boom! Yes! Congratulations. You get good? Bonus 1,000 points? Okay, good. Okay. That's interesting. And I guess it just repeats. Well, that can't be completely right. Is there only Space Fortress 1 and 2? Maybe it's different in the arcade. I don't know. I don't want them to kill me. Whoa! It's like kamikaze. Game over. Okay, well, 17,800 for that run. That wasn't too bad. Be nice if we could break 20,000. I think we'll give this one more try, and then we might flip it over to the Atari 2600 Zaxxon. Which, I gotta say, isn't anything like the arcade game. It's not isometric or anything, but it is sort of 3D. It's a nice try. It's a mystery. Oh, I'm getting a couple. They seem to come back on the screen and kind of charge you no matter what altitude you're at. Maybe the trick is to just wait for them to come back. Alright. Fortress 2. Here. No! It's a little bit like the Death Star trench run from the Atari Star Wars arcade game. Interesting. Alright, well, that was Atari 8-bit Zaxxon. Now we're going to flip it over to the 2600. Do a little look at that. And see how that goes. Again, remember, the power of the Atari 8-bit computer is many times greater than the Atari 2600, even though they are from the same company and they were released within a year of each other. 2600 has 128 bytes of RAM, and the Atari 8-bit computer line started out with like 16K. So, significantly more. And then 32K, and then 48K, and then 64K, and then my XE, 130XE is 128K. So, anyway. Let me reconfigure here to the Atari 2600.